Week 13 sucks, but since I started iRacing, it's always been interesting for one fucking reason. New content. Today I'll be guiding you through the new content that iRacing is releasing with the 22 Season 2 build. I'll be going over what is worth buying and what you shouldn't buy, so let's get straight into it. First of all, let's talk about the new track that iRacing is adding, the Winton Motor Speedway. This track is located in Australia and has a length of 3 kilometers. It's relatively narrow compared to bigger circuits like Barcelona or something. This track seems really good for slower class racing like MX-5, TCR or GT4. In terms of good things about it seems to have a pretty nice flow no matter what car you drive. Maybe if you get a bit to the faster cars, maybe it gets a bit too small. If you're gonna buy this track to race series like IMSA or ESS on it, I really wouldn't recommend it. But if you're gonna race IMSA Pilot Challenge, that could be interesting. Now, I of course can't tell you if this track will be featured in a lot of series over the season. My guess would be that they would try and include it a lot of places because iRacing likes to include new tracks in series that maybe it doesn't fit quite well. Overall, I would say if you want to take a car for a spin on a fun track, the Winton Mill is a good choice. But if you're looking to race it competitively in officials with faster cars, I wouldn't buy it. Anyways, that's it from Winton Mill. Let's move on. Other than that, iRacing are releasing a total of 5 brand new road cars. First of all, we're going to be going over the Brazilian stock cars. These two cars are the Toyota Corolla and the Chevrolet. How the fuck do you pronounce that? These cars will have quite good racing considering they are not the fastest pace, but this doesn't mean that they don't have power. You need to have throttle control in this car, and whether you get aggressively on the throttle and counter steer on the exit, or whether you get smooth on the throttle, you'll have to find out what works out best for you in this car. The Brazilian stock cars are great fun, and whether they're going to be driven a lot during the season or not, I would really recommend buying just one of them because it's a great driving experience and just fun for having fun. Anyways, moving on to the next car, iRacing are releasing an Aston Martin? Like, what the fuck, man? Where did that come from? I can say I didn't expect them to release an Aston Martin, but here we are, new Aston Martin GT4 car, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Now, whether or not this car drives nicely or doesn't drive nicely, I would almost recommend buying it just because it looks so fucking great. If you've never driven a GT4, they basically feel like a road car, but with a bit of a race tick in it. For example, I drove the McLaren quite a lot of it. I really enjoyed it because it's fun. You could trail brake into the corners, but you needed to brake early because it is still based off a road car. Overall, I would recommend looking into GT4 but waiting with buying the Aston Martin if you want to race it competitively in officials. But if you like Aston Martin, this is a great addition to iRacing because it's been many years since we've had an Aston Martin in iRacing. Other than that, iRacing has decided to add a Formula 4 car. Like, what the fuck? Where did that come from, man? Like, I'm not complaining about it because that's exciting. I think it's definitely gonna be the very closest thing we have to an F4 car in iRacing. iRacing getting this is a great addition, and I think it'll be quite popular, to be honest. They've also announced a $500,000 prize fund competition with this car, where the winner gets a seat in one of the real cars for a season. So if that's anything you might be interested in, I think this car would be worth getting. There's not really a lot acting against it. There's only one problem. If you've seen the officials in like F3 or anything else, that is so fucking chaotic, you won't understand it. It's like you go into turn 1 and there's like carbon flying left, right and center, and F4, I feel like could become like that. Other than that, iRacing has decided to add yet another TCR car, which is just the 3rd TCR car we get in 2 seasons. Now, if I have to be completely honest, I don't know shit about TCR. I drove it a couple of laps a long time ago at Imola and I really hated it because it's front wheel drive. So if you want to know more about the TCR, go find some help somewhere else because I'm fucking useless on this topic. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!